with the holiday season comes lots of cooking, but that also increases the risk of foodborne illness and accidental food poisoning. How to keep others and ourselves safe? Well, the managing director of the New Jersey Poison Control Center at Rutgers, New Jersey Medical School is here. We say good morning, Dr. Bruce Ruck. Good to have you with us.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
Good. Could you send me a script for my laryngitis? I'd appreciate that.
I'm a
If you could work,
pharmacist, but I can give you some throat lozenges, but that's about it at my level.
hey, you know what? I know in Europe pharmacists can prescribe anything too, right? So let's pretend we're in Italy. But anyway, we appreciate you coming on, Dr. Ruck. Lots of folks are going to be cooking for family in the days ahead, including older folks who may be a little forgetful and younger people who may have never cooked for groups before. So how much do rates of foodborne illness increase this time of year?
They go up dramatically. Last year around this season, we had over 200 calls to the poison center. Nationally, 3,000 or more people die of food poisoning each year. So we really want to make sure people take really good precautions in preventing potential contamination of their food and so people do not get sick.
That's a great point. I remember when I was a kid, I remember wanting to help my grandmother prepare a meal. And I was working with raw egg product. And then I took the fork or whatever that I scrambled the eggs with, and I went to use it for something else. And she screamed when she taught me. I was maybe 5 years old. She taught me what cross contamination was. And it was a lesson. It literally stuck in my head all these years. And I'm a lot older than five. But yeah, it's so important, don't you think, that somebody in the know about cooking and safety in the kitchen needs to pass on that knowledge. You can't just assume that, oh, I learned how to cook. Joe or Francis will learn how to cook too.
I agree with you 100%. And that's partly why we're here today, is to really educate everybody to make sure that we decrease the risk of cross contamination. And that could be as simple as keeping any kind of foods that have juices like meat or chicken and keeping it on the lower shelves of the refrigerator, making sure that it's covered so that if anything does drip, it does not drip on anything else below it, but keep it covered. Keep the stuff on a low shelf that may have juices dripping into a plate so it does not cross contaminate. And use different utensils between each step of preparation. Wash the cutting boards if you're going to be cutting it. Wash it between your different types of meats. This way, everything is clean. Do not recut on a board that used to cut raw meat. So if your meat or chicken was cut or sliced on a cutting board, then you cook the meat. Don't put it back on the original cutting board. Don't put it back on the original plate or tray. Get a new one or wash the one. I always tell my wife so I don't have to do more dishes. Wash the previous one and then we'll reuse it rather than just throwing it in the sink and then I have to wash it later. So, and that also keeps things clean in all seriousness. It allows you to use fresh, clean utensils, clean cutting boards, etc.
Hey, Dr. Ruck, I got one more for you. How about when you're cooking? I've seen people cook chicken cutlets and they use the fork, and originally the chicken cutlet is raw, and they keep using the same fork as the chicken cutlet becomes cooked, and then they take that fork and take the chicken cutlet out of the oil and put it on the plate. Now, I've had people say, well, by that point, you've put the fork in the burning hot oil. Not necessarily. You could have a lot of raw material still on that fork. So my mother always used to keep several forks, and as you use it, put it in the sink, get another fork, use and because in the cooking steps, once you have food past the point where you've killed bacteria, you don't want to reintroduce bacteria into the food, right? So there's all these little things we have to worry about. Also, even using a towel on your hands when you have raw gunk, now the towel's contaminated. People just keep the towel there and keep using it, keep wiping their hands. You could tell I'm a foodie and I love to cook. Just that all these things you have to always have 5 or 6 kitchen towels, and we always keep by our sink side. We always keep spray and or gel to clean the sink that contains bleach. And every time we do something with chicken or raw meat, you bleach it down, and you bleach the handle of the turning on your water because you go to touch the handle to turn it on with raw stuff on your hands. Now you've contaminated that. Too many people, I think, just don't pay attention to those little tiny things, and that's what could get somebody really sick. I'm sorry to just to go
No,
on and
you're
on
doing a
about it,
great
but
job. I should hire you, actually. You're doing a great job here. But yeah, yeah, all
so
your points are 100% accurate. They are absolutely great points. Use different utensils, clean things down, soap and water. Some of the soap products do have a little bleach in it. You do also want to make sure you don't use any harsh chemicals on your counters that could damage your counters. So make sure you follow your manufacturer directions for cleaning counters and stuff like that. But yeah, a little bit of bleach and soap. These products do clean very well. You don't want to mix all your cleaning chemicals, and you also don't want to make sure you also want to make sure you don't spray it in or by your food. The last thing you want to do is have people then saying to you, "Oh, your food tastes like bleach." So yeah, cleaning up, keeping paper towels around. What I always do if I'm cooking or helping my wife in the kitchen, I keep the drawer where we have the garbage pail, that little slide out open, so I can just take the paper towels that I use to clean my hands, clean the surface, and dump it right in the garbage, so I don't reuse it, so I don't cross contaminate. And like you said, using a new fork, a new knife, a new cutting board each time, or cleaning in between each use is very important.
excellent. All great advice, Doctor. What's a website for people to get more information and to know what they should be looking for if they're feeling a little sick? We got about 30 seconds left.
So the website is njpies.org, the New Jersey Poison Information and Education System. You can Google us or call us at 800-222-1222. We have a healthcare professional available on the phones 24/7.
Fantastic. The managing director of the New Jersey Poison Control Center at Rutgers, New Jersey Medical School, Dr. Bruce Ruck. Thanks for coming on and happy holidays.
Thank you. Same to you and your staff.